call to order the regular Birmingham City Council meeting. Today is November 23rd. The time is 9:31. We'll begin with our invocation and pledge of allegiance by Councilor Clinton Woods. If you'll please join us and stand. Thank you.
Everybody will bow your heads. Dear God, we thank you this morning just for waking us up, Lord, for giving us the opportunity and ability to go forward and create change here in the city, Lord. We ask that you just give us vision, give us the ability to see it through, Lord. We just ask that you continue to watch over each and every resident of this city. We ask that you continue to just keep everyone safe, Lord, to turn this pandemic, health crisis, violence, and economic crisis that we see in our city, and continue to elevate us, allow us to make the decisions necessary to get us to the next level, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Mr. Clerk, if you'll go with the roll call. Good morning.
Good morning. Councilmember Abbott. Councilmember Clark.
Present.
Councilmember Moore.
Here. Good morning.
Good morning. Councilmember O'Quinn. Good morning. Good morning. Councilmember Tate.
Good morning. Present.
Good morning. Councilmember Williams. Good morning. Councilmember Woods. Council Pro Tem Smitherman.
Good morning.
Good morning. Council President Alexander.
Present. Thank you very much. The minutes are not ready for June 15th, 2021 through November 16th, 2021. Good morning, Chiefs. Do we have any communication from the Mayor?
Good morning, Madam President, Madam Pro Tem, members of the Council, members of the public. There's no communications from the Mayor this morning.
Thank you very much. At this time, Mr. Clerk, would you read the consent agenda?
Okay. Presently, we have items 1 and 3 on consent. There was a request for item 2 to be removed. Page 10, we pick up with item number 4 on consent. Page 11, we have item number 5, as well as items 7 and 8 on consent. Page 12, item number 9 is designated as consent. Page 13, we have items 12, 13, 14, and 15 on consent. Page 14, items 16 and 17 are on consent. And that concludes the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Are there any councilors who would like to add or remove any other items? Councilors, I want to ask if it's appropriate, would we be able to add item 11? It's a resolution where we are supporting the passage of the Sergeant Isaac Woodard Jr. and Sergeant Joseph H. Maddox GI Bill Restoration Act of 2021. That's H.R. 5905. We did have 2 speakers last week that introduced that information to us, and so we have, Councilor Smitherman and I have prepared a resolution. So would you allow us to consent that? Thank you. Do we have any other items we'd like to place on consent or add? All right, at this time, I read the statement. All items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. No separate discussion of these items would be permitted unless a council member, the mayor, or citizen interested in a public hearing so requests. If so, such items will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. All matters of permanent operation indicated with the P will be read. All other matters will be announced by reading the item number only. All public hearings will be announced. May I entertain a motion and a second for approval of the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second. Any questions? At this time, we'll take the vote.
I'll let you know. Can somebody call Cody or someone to turn that television on? Councilmember Williams, how would you like to vote?
Aye.
Okay, it's unanimous for the
Thank you.
consent agenda.
The consent agenda passes. If anyone is here for any of the items that were listed on the consent agenda, those have been approved, and so your item has been approved. If you'd just like to stay with us for the rest of the meeting, we appreciate it. Mr. Clerk, if you'll call for the first item.
Okay, that would be item 2, a resolution amending resolution number 1236-21 adopted by the council July the 27th, 2021, approving the application of EMB Parkside subsidiary LLC for a restaurant retail liquor license to be used at Tasty Town, 1614 Street South, Birmingham, to change the name of the business to Tasty Town Greek Restaurant and Lounge. Motion, please.
Second. The item has been moved and properly second. Again, this item was removed to allow for abstention. Any questions regarding this item? I don't see any speakers. If you have any, you could use our keypad. All right, Mr. Clerk, we're ready for the
Okay.
vote.
Councilmember Williams, are you down? Okay, thank you.
I just restarted it.
All right. We have all yeas and 1 abstention with Councilmember Clark.
Thank you. That item passes. Next item.
All right, we'll move on to item 6. An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute quitclaim deeds pursuant to the unification agreement dated April the 15th, 1998 between the city and Jefferson County, Alabama, under which the city will convey to Jefferson County the city's interest in 3 parcels of property located at 4150, 4530, and 4534 Lewisburg Road, on which 2 sanitary sewer pump stations are located, in order to carry out the provision of the unification agreement and enable Jefferson County to perform upgrades to pump stations. And this is the item of permanent operations. So to pass it today, I would need unanimous consent first.
Motion for UC.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion on the item, please.
Second.
All right, item 4 is before you.
All right. At this time, we did have this item that was recommended by the Utilities and Technology Committee. Madam Attorney, do we have anyone to speak to this item?
Let TV them vote
Attorney Jim Stanley.
like that.
Attorney Jim Stanley, please come forward.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Stanley.
Good morning to the council. Jim Stanley from the Office of the City Attorney. What you have before you is an item to authorize quitclaim deeds from the city to the county of some properties on Lewisburg Road. There are 3 properties on which 2 sewer pumping stations are located. We're doing this pursuant to the unification agreement, which I think you may be familiar with. It dates back to the 90s, and that arose out of litigation regarding alleged violations of the Clean Water Act from various sewer discharges in different municipalities that were under the county's permit. What the unification agreement provided for is that the various cities would transfer their interest in these sewer facilities to the county, so they're unified under the county's control since they had the permit. The agreement states that it conveyed the actual facilities, but for real estate purposes, it didn't describe the properties. It didn't meet the actual requirements for a conveyance. These stations are in need of repair, and the county has asked the city to convey our interest in the property so that they could go in and make necessary repairs and upgrades to the stations. And so that's what the item before you is.
Thank you. I don't see any counselors if you have any questions regarding this item. We're ready for the vote. Thank you, Mr. Stanley.
Councilors Moore, O'Quinn, and Williams. Council Williams is absent. Okay, the vote is unanimous by everyone present.
All right, thank you. Item number 6 passes. Next item.
Should be item 10, a resolution appointing 3 members to the Education and Building Authority for terms expiring November the 13th, 2023, November the 10th, 2025, and November the 8th, 2027.
All right, thank you, Mr. Moore. This is your item.
Yes, so we had 3 vacancies available on our Educational Authority or Building Authorities Board, and we had 3 people to apply. Is this the time for me to list their names? Okay, cool. Mr. Ronald Buford, Mrs. Lynn Flowers Martin, and Wanda Wright. All of them come recommended by the Education Committee as well, and so wanted to move that we.
Who's filling which spot, Councilor?
I'm sorry.
Are they in the order that you the spots like who's going to do November the 23rd? Who's going to do November the 25th, and so on?
Got you. Hold on, just a second.
I guess you can leave in the same order if you wanted to.
Let me see.
I was going to ask. There we go. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So Ronald Buford is going to do November 13th to November 13th, 2023. Lynn Flowers Martin will her term will expire November 10th, 2025, and Wanda Wright will expire November 8th, 2027.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. If we could ask our city attorney, if there have been some questions about the functionality of this board, and would you just tell the council and the citizens what is the functionality of this board? Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, President Alexander. So the function of this board is to, for this purpose, is to fill 3 vacancies that have a necessary emergency circumstance to arise to allow Miles College to receive a grant. And so normally you all by council policy would read it out 2 times. That's not necessary today due to the exigency.
Thank you very much. And we will go back, counselors, and I know what our policy has been before, and we'll codify that so that it is written and so that each council will have that opportunity to just follow the practices that we've set in place. So thank you, Mr. Moore. I don't see any questions from any of the council, so we're ready to entertain the vote.
Motion on those names.
Second.
Who made the motion, I'm sorry, for those names? Just
I'll make the motion.
okay. And who'll second it for those?
Councilor Tate.
All right, thank you. Voting should be open. 1 second here now. All right. Councilmember Williams is out. All right, that vote is unanimous.
Thank you very much, and that item passes. And we're always grateful to our citizens who take the charge to serve our city, and so we're grateful to these citizens for wanting to participate on this board. Thank you very much. Next item, Mr. Clerk.
We're at item 18, a resolution setting a public hearing December the 21st, 2021, to consider adoption of a resolution essential to the vacation of 12,786 square feet of the right-of-way that is located parallel to and between 22nd Street South and 24th Street South, perpendicular to and between Powell Avenue, located at 2200 and 2300 Powell Avenue, Birmingham, on behalf of Norfolk Southern Railway Company, owner, so that the owner can consolidate property. Case number SUB 2021-66. Motion, please.
Second.
Who was the second?
I'll second it.
Okay. All right. Item before you.
All right.
Ready
I
for
don't
vote?
see anyone that has any questions, so we're ready for the vote to set this public hearing.
Councilors Abbott, Moore, O'Quinn. Councilmember O'Quinn. Thank you, sir. That vote's unanimous.
All right, thank you. So we've set this public hearing for December 21st, 2021. Next item.
All right, we have item 19, a resolution setting a public hearing December the 21st, 2021, to consider the adoption of a resolution assenting to the vacation of 12,715 square feet of right-of-way that's located parallel to 1st Avenue South and perpendicular to 23rd Street South and 24th Street South, located at 2312 1st Avenue South, Birmingham, on behalf of HCPTDG Avenue A LLC, Norfolk Southern Railway Company, and Bellum Holdings LLC owners, so the owner can consolidate properties. Case number SUB 2021-67. Motion, please. All right. Smitherman and Councilor Williams. All right.
All right, I don't see any questions, so we're ready for the vote.
All right, that vote is unanimous.
Thank you very much. So we set this public hearing for December 21st, 2021. Next item.
Item 20, receiving the emergency repair notice from the purchasing agent relative to the collapsed storm sewer pipe creating a sinkhole located at 2000 Richard Avenue Jr. Boulevard South, Birmingham. No motion is necessary.
Thank you very much. At this time, we'll entertain comments from our councilors if you'd like to give any updates. We don't have any speakers listed, so I'll start with you, Councilor Woods.
Thank you. I don't have anything, but I got a presentation. So, Kim, if you'll play that video.
You do have a presentation? Thank you.
Councilor Clinton Woods here. We're here at Huffman High School getting set up for GROW, financial literacy event we're putting on for about 50 high school students today to really make sure financial literacy is at the top of their chart before they leave. And so when they enter the world, we want them to already be prepared to make good financial decisions.
Financial literacy is important because it's important because when you become an adult, you don't want to have to figure things out. If you go ahead and start learning now, even if it's small things, then when you become an adult, life won't be as hard and you won't have to figure it out and get it out the mud. Like you can actually know, okay, I learned this in high school, so now I'm a little bit more prepared.
We talk a lot about closing the wealth gap, and that starts with financial literacy and learning to use money efficiently, knowing not to waste money, knowing how to plan for the long term when you're using your money. So we're excited. Everybody set up, got a lot of great volunteers, got an amazing event. Got a special shout out to Tay Lee and her organization Never Go Broke for putting this on. She did a lot of the heavy lifting to make this happen.
So GROW, Goals, Reality, Outcome, Wealth came about because we want kids to learn about financial literacy. It's something that they didn't know and we don't know when we were growing up, so we wanted to give them a way to learn. And so what better way than them to come out in an actual real life event. We're going to try to do them at as many schools as possible so as many kids can learn.
And so we're excited, man. Check it out.
And for more from the Birmingham City Council, follow along with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay safe, Birmingham.
All right, thank you. I wanted to introduce Tay Lee. I had an opportunity to meet her last year, was filling in for my former colleagues at an event she was hosting, and Councilor Hilliard asked me to go fill in and had a chance to meet her. She was introducing the game she created called the Game of Fortune, which is almost like, I just call it the game of life on steroids because it brings in a lot of real world issues and teaches young people about finances and decisions they'll have to make. A couple months ago, we did a real world simulation at Huffman High School where we actually set up the gym and brought in, had volunteers, real estate professionals, banking professionals, all the way down to car sales professionals, all across so that students could really go through selecting a salary, how many kids do you have, going through real world simulations. So did a great job at that event, but wanted to give her an opportunity to talk more about her organization.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So our organization is Never Go Broke. We are a financial literacy company, so we are always doing things for young adults, teens, and parents and students for them to learn about money. We came about because a lot of times when we were growing up, we didn't know anything. Like, we had to figure it out when we was like, oh gosh, now I have bad credit. Oh gosh, now I can't afford this. Oh gosh, now I don't have that. So with Never Go Broke, we try to bring different activities and for the schools and the communities. So GROW is one of them, goals, reality, outcome, wealth. We say that because we all have these goals in life that we're gonna get, then reality hits, and our outcome is not what we think it's gonna be, but overall, we wanna always build wealth. So we did this event at Huffman High School. We are looking to do the event at all the high schools in the city of Birmingham, so that's why we're here today. If you all look at the proposals that we put together, it has information about our company as a whole.
Thank you very much. I'm always excited at the way we can use different skills and purposes and ways of introducing something to people in a way that is familiar to them. So I think this is a very novel idea. I think just not for the young, it's also could be used for the old. We can all learn better money management. So I appreciate Councilor Woods for bringing this to his district and for your company providing this. Do any councilors have any comments? Yes, Ms. Clark.
Hi, Tay. It's good to see you again. I enjoyed meeting you out in Inslee at the Business Alliance event. And I think this is really important because once children start to realize that they're investing in their financial future, you know, through what they do in school, they can become a little more engaged because everybody likes money. And once they see that connection, then a little light goes off. So I really love that you're doing this work, because we need every way that we can get our kids interested in, you know, the school day events, and I think relating it to money really helps. So hats off to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other counselors?
Ms. Lee, congratulations. Councilman Woods, congratulations. Awesome thing that you're doing, because as Councilwoman Clark said, it's super important, because I knew I had to figure out some things, and now that I'm older, I appreciate, what I've learned and structuring myself to be, financial wealthy. So we look forward to reaching out to you from District 9, partnering with you as well. So I'll get with Councilman Woods and look forward to reaching out to you soon.
Okay, thank you. Did y'all have any other questions?
Yes, Madam Pro Tem has one.
Oh, I just want to say thank you and let us know, Council President about Winona, and then myself and Councilor O'Quinn for Parker. I don't necessarily have a high school, but my kids go to those two high schools. I think it's important that we have financial literacy. I know I had it in school, and even though that course was really hard, it really taught me how to save, how to not be scammed by a credit card company when I went to college. We actually did a play we did like a little acting in college for the freshmen, because that's usually what happens. You're away from home, you get all these credit card companies, and then you get yourself in debt. So I really want to thank you for that. I did the same thing pre-pandemic with Renaissance Bank and Urban League with the kids, and they really enjoyed it. So I can't wait to see another version of financial literacy with the board games. I really want to commend you, especially as a Black woman, for taking the initiative and showing our Black and brown kids that they can be financially sound and have knowledge. And thank you to Councilman Woods for bringing you here today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate both of you. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Councilor Tate, do you have any comments?
At this time, Madam President, no comments, but I do want to highlight that District 9 is doing a Christmas brunch on December the 18th for the officers in the district and also the constituents in the district. So I invite you all to come out as well. It's going to be at the Tuxedo Room, Avenue D in Inslee. It's going to be from 11 to 2. So please, councils, join us for that special event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll save that date. Councilor Williams.
Thank you. We have just wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to all of the volunteers that showed up at our annual D2 Thanksgiving. I was surprised because a lot of people showed up that we didn't ask them to, and they were just there to volunteer because they saw it on social media. So that was kind of special seeing that, because usually I'm pulling volunteers, begging volunteers and dragging them to stuff. So it was nice to see people showing up on their own. We do have one board to announce 3 vacancies on, which is the Industrial Development Board. If you are interested in serving on this board, please email your resume to my Chief of Staff, India Bailey, at india.bailey@birminghamal.gov. The cutoff for that is going to be Monday, December the 6th. So go ahead and send those in. That's all I got.
Thank you very much. Councilor Quinn?
Good morning. Thank you. Just wanted to mention briefly that BCRI had a staff appreciation dinner last Friday at the Florentine, and it was very nice. They've had several employees there that have been there since the very beginning of the Civil Rights Institute, and they were recognized and honored, and so thank you to Ms. Thompson, DeWanda Thompson, the CEO there, for organizing that event and recognizing those employees. I don't know if Pro Tem Smitherman is going to mention this, but Southern Research is having an open house this afternoon. So I'll let you talk about that. But anyway, and then from what I understand, our PIO team has sort of a compilation video regarding our turkey giveaways. So I'll leave that to them. But then that concludes my announcements. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much. Are we ready for that video? Thank you.
So we're distributing turkeys to families, and we want to be sure that everyone in D7 has a happy Thanksgiving.
Our role as counselors is very specific, but we do have opportunities to go above and beyond.
Early happy Thanksgiving. So we're doing our annual Thanksgiving box and turkey dinner.
Hopefully it'll brighten the holidays for a few families.
We get to see people in a different capacity than we usually get to see people.
And reimagining what community looks like and what we all can do as partners when we all come together.
I'm so excited to be able to provide this opportunity for the residents in District 7. I have the members of the Birmingham Alumni Chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity. This is the 4th year that they've collaborated with me to bring this joy and bring this Thanksgiving to our residents here in D7.
Usually I go and door to door, but this time we decided to do a drive-through just to be COVID safe. So we have sides, we have frozen turkeys, just really giving thanks and giving back to the district.
So I had a great morning out here. We're at Calvary Resurrection Christian Church. Had a Thanksgiving food giveaway, everything you needed for a full Thanksgiving meal. Had turkeys, had greens, potatoes, and a full box of sides and stuff. So had everything we need. Had a lot of people come through, a lot of volunteers. Really appreciate Calvary and everything that they do here in District 1.
Well, I want to start off by saying how excited I am to be out here today with Representative Rolanda Hollis. We're out in Southeast Lake doing our annual Thanksgiving Day with District 58 and District 2. We're able to hand out some hot meals, some hot Thanksgiving lunches. We have Better Basics here providing free educational books to children. We also have other resources here with Southeast Lake United Methodist Church. So this is a great way to really have an impact on the community.
We're creating a little bit of holiday cheer by making sure that folks in our district have, a turkey to celebrate the holiday. So, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to do that.
Well, this year, we've been struck by COVID the last year or so, and so it's a blessing to be here to make sure that families are getting served, to make sure that nobody will go left without being able to have Thanksgiving with their family. So what it means to us is just being in the community, being a service to the community, and making sure the needs are met.
We know that the pandemic caused a lot of families not to be able to get together last year, and some of them weren't able to have a Thanksgiving last year. So we just want to do our part to make everyone have a wonderful, blessed, and joyful Thanksgiving.
For more from the Birmingham City Council, follow along with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I know that we were all very busy last week, especially Saturday and Friday, and so I want to thank on behalf of the council the support of all the volunteers as well as our PIO team. I don't know how they did it. They were all across the city of Birmingham, so we want to thank them. And thank you, Councilor Quinn. Mrs. Abbott.
Thank you. The next Planning and Zoning Committee meeting will be held on Wednesday, December 8th at 3:30 p.m. in the council chambers. We have a lot of vacancies to fill. We have Birmingham Planning Commission that needs additional members, and we have 3 vacancies. And we also have the Zoning Board of Adjustment that has 3 vacancies. And so we would like for people to apply for those jobs from all over the city. And you can send your resume to valerie.abbott@birminghamal.gov, and you will be considered. We haven't set a deadline yet because we want to make sure and get some applications, and they're not just rolling in. One of the people needs to be a real estate broker or sales person. Another needs to be in building construction. And then we do have one non-affiliated slot that's open for just your average Joe. No particular background required. But those are for the Zoning Board of Adjustment. For the Planning Commission, you do not have to have any particular background. So we have those positions open, and we hope that people will apply. And if you have any questions, you can contact our office on 205-254-2355. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Mrs. Abbott. Mr. Moore?
Yes, so just want to give a big shout out to all of my neighborhood officers that came out on this past Friday. We had an opportunity to meet at Hudson K-8 School, had a great conversation. It was a great opportunity for us to just kind of meet one another, vision cast, and, plan for 2022. So I'm excited about what District 4 is going to be able to accomplish with all the great leadership that we have. Don't really have any other announcements besides that. I'm excited about Thanksgiving. Was just made aware of a new recipe for some jerk turkey, and so So I'm trying to see what that be like. So just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Clark.
Thank you. Got some hard acts to follow with all these wonderful videos getting us in the holiday spirit. I want to start off by congratulating the Mighty Mustangs of Green Acres Middle School, winners of the citywide basketball championship. I'll have to get them out here to parade before us sometime soon. Today was not the day. Tomorrow, I'm going to get in on some turkey giveaway action at the Bush Hills Community Garden and Urban Farm. That'll start at 10 a.m. It's provided by Kickstart and Solace Entertainment. So that's a Thanksgiving food box giveaway at the Bush Hills Community Garden. That's at the former Wilson School site, which is 1030 4th Terrace West. I'm just going to take this off. And speaking of Bush Hills, join the Bush Hills neighborhood along with UAB Live Health Smart and some other partners like Bill Harbert International and Goodwin Mills and Kaywood for a community revitalization kickoff. And that kickoff event is going to be Thursday, December 2nd at 10:30. Also at the former Woodrow Wilson School site. It's located at 1030 4th Terrace. And there will be mobile markets and a mobile clinic along with lunch and a neighborhood cleanup. But the plan is to implement several projects over the next few months across the neighborhood of Bush Hills. And, I can't not mention the city because the city was a critical partner with Bush Hills sort of taking a quantum leap in its in its service to the community through the Love Your Block grant. That's how the community garden that is now morphed into this big urban farm was started. So the city's been a partner since day one. Let me try to go faster. The Inslee-Pratt City Framework Plan Implementation Committee is going to meet again on December 9th at 6 p.m. at the McAlpine Community Center. Don't forget that the 5 Points West community is continuing its tradition of spreading holiday cheer with a tree lighting ceremony at the Crossplex. That's December 11th at 11. And there's no parade this year, but the tree lighting will take place on December 11th at 11 at the Crossplex. And on a sadder note, and just kind of bringing it home for the holidays, Faith in Action is going to have its memorial. Faith in Action and Birmingham Peacemakers will host their annual Lament and Hope Memorial Ride on December 11th. It starts at W.C. Patton Park. The lineup is at 8:30 with the procession leaving Patton Park at 9:30 and ending up at the 5 Points West Library. And, you know, as we enter the holiday season, we want to remember so many who we've lost this last year. And, you know, the people who are still grieving the loss, especially at the holiday time. And as we take time to reflect over the past year, I hope that we remember how truly blessed we are. And to share a quote from Maya Angelou, let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good. I wish you all a gratitude-filled holiday.
Thank you, Councilor Clark. I believe, Councilor Abbott, you had something to add to your comments?
Well, I did want to ask a question, and I forgot to do it during my time to speak, and I just wanted to ask, I see Camila back there, and at our retreat, we got a link that we were going to click to report things, and it wasn't operational yet. And I just wanted to ask when it will be operational, because I went to look at it last night, and it came up, and it wanted my password. And I don't have a password. And of course, without a password, you can't do anything. So my notes that I wrote at our retreat were not thorough enough. So I just wanted to know when it will be active and when we'll get a password, or because it didn't give you any option of how to create one.
So I think it'll be ready in 2 weeks, and she shared a password during the meeting. I don't want to say it publicly.
Well, see, like I said, I took, my notes were not as wonderful as I thought they were, so.
Yes, ma'am. Councilor Abbott, it'll be ready in 2 weeks, and the password right now is my name.
So we have to spell, don't give it. So we have to spell your name right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But in the interim, you could just send me your request, and I actually just emailed you about 3 pages of.
I think the password's going to change.
Hold on, councilors. So since that's out in the public space now, there will be a new password that's created to ensure that there is safe space for you to be able to submit the items and tracking. So for everybody who's listening, that is not going to be the password any longer. And for the council, we will follow up with you all on a new password for you all to be able to access the link.
We'll look forward to that.
So there'll just be one password for all of us, and we'll all use the same password?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It'll just be one password, and when it's ready, we'll give you that new password.
Thank you.
Okay.
Does that clarify for you?
It does. It does. I was reading my notes last night, believe it or not, and I had some gaps.
Yes, ma'am.
In my notes, so thank you.
So in the meantime, we should continue. Okay. So just to clarify, we will have a password that will be distributed to us. That password that was given is not the password. And we'll just continue as we've done before with our council requests for the next 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you for asking that, Ms. Abbott. Councilor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam President. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone. That was a great video. We passed out 100 turkeys and boxes. Our partner was Christian Service Mission again. Thank you to all of our neighborhood officers and volunteers and the District 6 staff for helping out. Woodland Park neighborhood meeting will be next Monday, November 29th at 6 p.m. via teleconference. Call 727-731-3972. Also, the next Budget and Finance meeting is Monday, December 13th at 3:30 p.m. in the council chambers. Submissions are due by Wednesday, December 8th at noon. Also, the next PIC meeting is Tuesday, December 7th at 2 p.m. in the council chambers. Submissions are due by Wednesday, December 1st at noon. And as Councilor O'Quinn mentioned, Southern Research will be having their open house. The event will be today from 4 to 6 p.m. It will be in the Martin Library Building at 2000 9th Avenue South. This is across 9th Avenue from the visitor parking lot near 20th Street South. It is a come and go event, so you can drop in and leave at any time. And they will also share plans for the new biotech building. So I hope to see everyone there. And I think that is it, Madam President.
Thank you, Madam Pro Tem. These are announcements from District 7. There are no neighborhood association meetings this week in D7. I want to thank the neighborhood association presidents of District 7 for their efforts in the D7 Days of Giving, and this is where we gave meal prep baskets to deserving families in D7 as selected by those neighborhood presidents. So we thank you. Also, thanks to Pastor Palmore and the First Baptist Church of Roosevelt City for their support in the giveaway of 250 turkeys on this past Saturday. In addition, we'd like to thank the Kimbrough Homes Community Center Coordinator, Ms. Vanessa Shields and Ms. Mary Hawkins, for their support in the support of 250 turkeys on this past Saturday as well. Thanks also to Be Grace Media, Central Staff, PIO team member Cody Owens, Fred Davenport of Channel 13. You know, when Fred Davenport is on the scene, usually it's not good news. So we were happy to see him out there to help us tell our story for our giveaway. And also special shout out to District 7 partner in the turkey giveaway, President James Rowland and the members of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity. And I want to wish everyone a blessed and a thank-filled Thanksgiving. Of course, this Thanksgiving is very different for a lot of us in that we have the pandemic. It seems to be behind us in some ways. We have our new normal, but at least we have opportunity now. We feel a little safer in being with our families and friends, so we're happy to have that opportunity. Councilors, save the date. We will have our first official Committee of the Whole meeting, and that will be on Wednesday, December 1st at 3:30 p.m. We are preparing an agenda. I believe Councilor Pro Tem has talked with you all and sought your suggestions on what we'll put on that agenda, and so we'll be posting that later this week. At this time, I don't have any other comments or questions, and so we're ready to our favorite part of the agenda.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.